chances come and go, sometimes in the blink of an eye. So we're just trying our best to keep it together. Put on a brave face and hope that the cracks don't show.
Let's get started. We're doing another installment of Yellow Saturdays. So let's get to it.
Binge Pipe is trying to impress the cool kids by presenting You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, consumer ranked between VHS tapes and watching grass grow.
Cookie Masterson here. Oh, sorry, that's a mistake. I was informed this morning my new name is Cookie Masterson, brought to you by Binge Pipe. And then some other pleasantries were exchanged. If one player wins the game and no one is around to see it, did it even happen?
That's the question of the day.
There we go. Remember, your deposit is non-refundable.
My deposit is not refundable, apparently. I don't think I've ever heard him say that before, though.
To get things started, go Big Sean or go home Sean. Which of the following Big Sean lyrics demonstrates the rhetorical device epizeuxis? Okay, drop it to the floor, make that ass shake, shake, shake. Built a house up on that ass, that's an ass state. Whoa, make that group move, that's an ass quake. Or ass, 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 ass.
I got no idea.
Okay, let's take a look. Epizeuxis is the immediate repetition of a word for emphasis. Or in this case, ass-is.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take a good look at the 100-Acre Purge. The animals of the 100-acre wood turn feral and adopt the diets of their real-world counterparts. Which grisly scenario is most likely? Pooh mauls owl, Tigger feasts on piglet, Kanga consumes rue, or owl disembowels Eeyore. Let's see how that shook out. As dedicated carnivores, tigers are only too happy to chow down on pig. Even ones in little striped jumpsuits that clearly suffer from chronic anxiety.
Tiger is tiger.
Why don't we do it with three?
Ding!
Next up, think in bio. And I'm tagging you because it's time for this or that.
This or that!
I'm going to read 7 names, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a dog on Instagram that has over 100,000 followers, or a Nobel Prize winner in physics. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between an Instagram dog or a Nobel laureate. Ready? Let's go. Aloysius Van Winkle. Digby Van Winkle. Neville Francis Mott.
That's a Nobel guy.
Neville Jacobs. Matty Humphrey. Polycarp Kush.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Wolfgang Pauli. It would be really sad if you bragged about this. All right, let's move on.
I don't need you anymore.
No.
There is no hiding from this time machine runs on diesel. If Vin Diesel traveled back in time and convinced Jane Austen to write a sequel to one of her classic novels, what Fast and Furious-inspired title would it have? Too Sound, Too Fury, Too Pride, Too Prejudice, Too Old Man, Too Sea, or Too War, Too Peace? And how'd we do? Jane Austen wrote the timeless classic, Pride and Prejudice. Too Pride, Too Prejudice. Haughty conversations just got haughtier.
Oh, brother.
Shake your body if you're feeling like a
5. Let's go.
Coming up next, speaking of sequels, Say Vin Diesel convinced Jane Austen to write 4 sequels, all mirroring the Fast and Furious sequel titles. What should Pride and Prejudice 5 be called? Proud 5, Prejudice 5, Pride and Prejudice Tokyo Drift, or Fate of the Prejudice? I love this part.
I feel like some
Here's the
Fast
right
and Furious
one.
movie had Tokyo
The
Drift in
5th
the name.
Fast and Furious movie was titled Fast 5.
Okay.
So please, stop tweeting at me saying I don't do enough Fast and the Furious references. That's the end of round 1. You have a commanding lead, but hey, anything can happen in the second round. Oh, and by the way, all the cash in round 2 is doubled, in case you care about things like that. Okay, back to business.
The next time I play the game, I'll play this with a special guest, so that's going to be pretty exciting.
Here we have the 5 stages of Reef. You know what they say? The Nile ain't just a river in Egypt. So true. It's also a river in Libya, Sudan, Algeria, or Niger. So what'd you pick?
Oh.
Speaking of correct answers, the Nile River passes through 11 countries, including Sudan, so it definitely ain't just a river in Egypt. Another thing I always say, the Elephant
think it's
Butte
the
ain't
longest
just a
river in
river
the
in New
world,
Mexico.
actually.
Yeah, it's a lake, actually. Look it up.
Las paires se moquent de moi. Sept.
This one's known as OMG. Let's say Cheese Whiz got in on the ghee biz. What would be the Ghee Whiz slogan? It's milk, fermented. It's cream, clotted. It's yogurt, diluted. Or it's butter, clarified.
Cheese Whiz got it on the ghee.
Hope you like what you picked. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this.
Oh, okay.
The correct
that's
answer
surprising.
is ghee is clarified butter used in lots of Indian and Pakistani dishes.
Oh. Okay,
Ghee is
I
better
didn't read
than
the
butter
question,
because
apparently.
it's got even more butter per butter than butter. Does that make sense?
She was got it on the ghee biz.
The algorithm demands your input. Would you like a question you've already played, or a question you'll play again later? Pick your poison.
Question I've already played?
You have engaged with the process.
Okay.
Was
this is
then I
kinda
learned
weird.
to heed the winds of eight.
Here's one for you. A question you've already played. If Vin Diesel traveled back in time and convinced Jane Austen to write a sequel to one of her classic novels, what Fast and Furious-inspired title would it have? 2 Crime, 2 Punishment, 2 Mice, 2 Men, 2 Sense, 2 Sensibility, or 2 Harry Potter, 2 Prisoner of Azkaban? Okay,
It's
what'd you
completely
pick?
different answers.
This one escaped you. Besides writing Pride and Prejudice, Jane Austen also wrote Sense and Sensibility.
That one
2
confused
Sense,
me a
2
lot.
Sensibility would star Eleanor Dashboard and Edward Ferrari. Yeah, and that joke goes out to all the die-hard Austen heads in the house. I see you out there.
Oh, brother.
Na 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 na.
9.
Let's try great moments in sports. Who was the first man to golf on the moon? Buzz, Clubs Can't Handle Me, Aldrin, Neil, Birdie Money, Armstrong, Edgar, Turned Down for Putt, Mitchell, or Alan PGA, Shepard. Hope you like what you picked.
Okay.
Smart people choose this. Apollo 14 astronaut Alan Shepard was the first man to play golf on the moon. Not to be confused with the Monstars, of course, the first cartoon aliens to ball on Earth.
To ball or not to ball? That is the question.
Yes, perritos.
And now, the stupidest question in the whole game.
Oh, God.
Which of these ebooks is also an ebook? Vince's Brother, an Entourage novel, Vince's Agent, an Entourage mystery, Vince's Driver, an Entourage adventure, or Vince's Manager, an Entourage novella? I love this part. Let me show you something. E was the nickname of Vince's friend and manager on Entourage. Did HBO ever make any shows after Entourage? My mom stopped letting me use her account.
Alright.
It's time for the attack. Ah, I see you already know the rules. Here's your clue. A real country, and all the answers are real countries. And something else. Good luck.
Hey. Oh, jeez. There we go. What? Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Wow. Wait, no. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is gonna be interesting on how these final scores are gonna be.
That's all she wrote.
Okay.
Hey, just because losing was impossible doesn't mean you didn't win. Your score may be negative, but I'm positive that...
You don't know Jack!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure about that. We're gonna play one more game since these games are pretty short.
Binge Pipe is going maverick and bringing back You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, this isn't a bubble market, we swear.
Yeah, we swear on the cause.
Hey there, I'm Cookie, and I'll bet you $5 you can't guess my name. Oh, damn it. Looks like it's just you, me, and that dark, shadowy figure behind you. Fun! And right this way.
Time for question 1.
To get things rolling, watch your language arts. So Netflix has this show, The End of the F***ing World. Apparently, you can say anything now if you just beep it out, which is totally f***ing with... Oop, sorry, my elbow slipped on the beep button. Anyway, name the poet who would describe the end of the f***ing world as a battle between fire and ice. Robert Percy William or Emily Dickinson. And how'd we do? The Shelleys were too kinky for this kind of censorship. Here's the answer that got away. Robert Frost wrote the apocalyptic poem Fire and Ice. You know, I gotta hand it to him.
Oh,
He took the
okay.
road less traveled by, and that has made all the f***ing difference.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Can't believe they made a
Next,
question from the
Quiet
bleeps.
down. Which of the Marx brothers would be least likely to get eviscerated in The Quiet Place? Groucho, Chico, Harpo, or Zeppo?
Again, I don't know this one. I'm gonna have to go with a guess.
So what'd you pick? In the movie The Quiet Place, the monsters
Okay,
hunt
somehow
by
I got
sound
it.
and Harpo didn't speak.
Somehow I got it.
I hate seeing movies in the theater. I stopped going because, sadly, there aren't monsters that eat people who talk when they shouldn't.
Why don't we do it
We're
with
still
free?
recording.
Coming up, two titans face off. And run! Run for your life! It's time for a dis or dat! I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, tell me if it describes Nicolas Cage, the Hollywood actor, Godzilla, the king of all monsters, or both.
No,
Don't think too hard.
I
I'm
hate
only giving you a
these.
few seconds to decide between Nicolas Cage, Godzilla, or both. Ready? Good. Has a dinosaur named after them. Has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Yeah.
Served as a UN Goodwill ambassador. Their tomb is a large pyramid. Named after a comic book character. Inspired a Blue Oyster Cult song. Has starred in over 90 movies.
Yeah, Godzilla hasn't started nearly as much.
You really excel in the middle lane. Okay, let's move along.
Whoa! Okay, I've not seen that before. The question dates a space, Brian.
Up next, need 4 more subscribers to fund Sistine Chapel. If Michelangelo had a Patreon page, which user would be subscribed? Pope John 007, Leonardo da Vinci is Da Besti, Medici family official, or the real Vespucci? Let's see how that shook out. You will recover from this. No, I'll get it. The Medici family ruled Florence and were some of Michelangelo's biggest patrons.
That makes no sense.
Patreon makes it so simple to support the artists I love. Like, not the artists I actually love, but like my friend from college who started a music blog I never read. Feast your eyes upon this. Killer Micah. Imagine the hip-hop duo Run the Jewels ran barefoot over a bunch of diamonds, destroying their feet but inspiring a song. Which of the following lyrics would not reference a traditional cut diamond shape? My feet are a mess, these cuts are princess, loss of blood is common, the cuts are almond. Through the pain I'm pushing, my cuts are cushion, or blood up to my knees, those cuts are marquise.
No idea again.
Okay, let's take a look. Almond is actually a popular fingernail shape, but not used to describe a diamond.
Okay, somehow I got it.
Round 1 is over. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2. Okay, back at it.
Alright, here we go.
Trombones is not a parade.
I call this one, Let's All Go to the Lobby. I hate seeing movies in the theater. Hold on. Deja vu.
Oh, here we go
Have
again.
I mentioned I don't like seeing movies in theaters? Yep, in the first question. Yep, in the second question. Yep, in the fourth question.
Okay, you know
Or,
what?
nope, I haven't mentioned it. Hope you like what you picked. If you ever replay this question, don't pick that one. This answer feels lonely. That's right, it was the second question. Okay, good. So I'm not going crazy after all. You know, I stopped seeing movies in the theater because, sadly, there aren't monsters that eat people who talk when they shouldn't. No,
Yes.
wait. I already did that joke.
Deja vu again.
J'ai mangé tous les œufs. 7.
Introducing Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
First discovered in Switzerland. Octopus Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
I know it's not Frankenstein. Let's go with quit it.
So what'd you pick? In a word, that is not the correct answer to this You Don't Know Jack question. Oh, honestly.
How does he get so...
Author Mary Shelley first conceived the idea for Frankenstein while staying in Geneva, Switzerland with her husband. Switzerland, come for the chocolate and the cheese, stay for the tortured monsters.
Okay.
Hey, question.
And now another player's choice.
Binge Pipe now offers content surveys. Would you like a tricky question or a blunt question? Select your selection.
I would go either way, honestly. Let's go with this.
And now, we'll fulfill our promise and deliver your content.
Go with a blunt.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
How about this one? A blunt question. Snoop Dogg created which term for marijuana when he mispronounced a method of growing cannabis? Doobie, dank, chronic, or the devil's lettuce?
I don't know what these things are. I have to guess
And
on
how'd
this
we
one
do?
because I can't not
You
guess,
won't like
otherwise I lose
this
life
unless you're
either
into
way.
failure.
Okay.
Y'all ready for this? One night, Snoop Dogg misheard someone say hydroponic, and a piece of slang was born.
Right.
Hydroponics, of course, being the act of growing cannabis without soil using nutrient-rich water. At least that's what an older boy told me. Behold, when you're here, you're damned. Let's say Greek mythic figure Tantalus is enduring his eternal punishment at an olive garden. What's the big difference in his never-ending pasta bowl? It's made out of people, it's always just out of reach, it tastes like ashes, or he can never stop eating it. I love this part. That happened to me once, and my Yelp review was scathing. Here's what a right answer looks like. As punishment, Tantalus stood beneath a branch of fruit that moved away when he reached for it. You want torture? Try getting a third helping of breadsticks on a Friday night. I can see them in the kitchen!
Sabes que es lindo, 10 perritos.
Oh, here's a good one. I had no choice but to retort, those shoes though. Officer, I have one question for you. What is those? The singular form of these, the plural form of this, the singular form of them, or the plural form of that? Let's see how that shook out. Those is the plural form of that, as in, I can't believe that cop is wearing those shoes. If you didn't understand the reference in this question, you should check out the new true crime series, Fashion Police.
Oh, brother. Or you should go check the meme.
Welcome to the attack. Oh, you know what you're doing. That's nice. Here's your clue. I can't believe you went there. Time to figure out who went where. Good luck.
Here we go. There's the correct applause. Oh, okay. Hey, really? Okay, I'm surprised. Keep going. Wow. Plus all of that.
Drink it in! Thank God you won. I hate to think how your self-esteem might have plummeted if you couldn't even beat yourself. You didn't know the answers, and you didn't know anyone who would play with you. But you should know this.
You don't know Jack!
Okay, that's gonna be it for this installment of the Internet Saturdays. Next week we're doing the ride, I believe. So, till then.